Good morning, Party Club members. We have with us today Nick Miller. He is a farmer, and I thought we would ask him a few questions. So, what kind of farmer are you, Nick?
I am what's considered a grain farmer. We primarily raise corn and soybeans. I do have a few head of cattle that we run a freezer beef business on the side, but our primary focus is on corn and soybeans.
That is cool. Do you have any animals on your farm?
I do. They are down the road from where I'm at the moment. I'm not currently around them.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Primarily corn and soybeans, but we also run a public elevator where we buy other farmers' wheat as well. So we kind of handle three different crops. But our main focus, like I said, is on corn and soybean production.
What kind of equipment do you use on your farm?
Oh, use quite different. We're not colorblind. We use quite a few different makes and models of machinery. Right here is a picture of a tractor. I'm gonna put my camera around here. I'll show you one of the tractors. So this is one of the tractors that we typically plant with. It's a John Deere rubber tire machine. And there's a field cultivator and a rolling basket that we use for tillage. Give me a second. I think I can step out and show you a few more of the pieces that we got out here. Try this again. Can you hear me, Christopher?
We can now. I guess we can.
You lost. Did you lose me there for a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me drive over here. Technology is a wonderful thing when it works. I got out of my truck and walked away with my phone, and I forgot my phone was paired to my truck, so it wasn't going to be able to pull into the barn here. Let's see if I can switch this off. Hold on, Christopher. I promise I am trying to help you out here. All right, here we go. Can you hear me still?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear.
Nope, you still can't hear me.
Nope. Yeah, we can.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now I can hear you. All right. Here's some of our combines that we got in the barn out here. And then here's a sprayer that we use for trying to help take care of the crops, trying to keep the weeds out of them over here. So like I said, most of our other tractors and other plant spring equipment is out of the barn right at the moment because it's out in the field. We've been busy doing farm work or spring work here.
Hey, Nick, do you have a particular combine slash tractor you like to ride and drive the most?
I do enjoy combining. Primarily, my job is either run the corn planter and one of the combines, and that's pretty much what my primary job is here. A lot of the other tractor driving and stuff is done by some of our other hired hands and things. I kind of have to run around and make sure other things are still moving and keeping equipment together.
Oh, that is cool. What is your favorite tool you use out of what you have?
My favorite tool? Oh man, that's a good question. I would probably have to say the corn planter. I think the planter is just a pretty neat piece of machinery.
Is that near you where we can see what it looks like?
Well, here's one of our planters I can show you.
Mine is currently not here at the farm, but I can show you one of our other planters that we use to plant beans with. Gladly show you that. Hopefully you can kind of see this. I'll walk around it here so you can kind of see the whole thing here. But this is one of our planters that we use to plant beans with. You can plant corn with it. It just depends on what kind of seed disc you put inside the machine. But basically, all the seed sits up there in those two big yellow tanks right there. And then a big vacuum or big blower motor pushes air and pushes the seed out here into all these individual rows. And that's what puts it in the ground. It's currently folded up right now, so it looks kind of confusing in what they're being sideways. But the thing actually unfolds out, and it'll get up to 60 feet wide. So you can plant 60 feet at a time. And there's 48 rows on this thing. I'm going to walk out of here because it's getting dark. But anyway, that's what one of our planters looks like, Christopher.
That is super cool. How many hours a day do you work?
This time of year, it's not uncommon to put in 14 to 15 hours a day. Usually during the summer and during the winter when we're kind of not in our busier seasons, it's usually 8 to 9 hours a day. But right now, you get anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day right now we're trying to run.
If someone wanted to become a farmer like you are, Nick, what is some advice you have for them?
All right, some advice that I would have for somebody who would want to be a farmer is, you got to be passionate about what you're doing. Like I said, those long hours kind of tend to burn you out. But if you're passionate about it, then you don't mind the work. Hard work is just something that kind of goes with the territory of wanting to be a farmer. And so don't be afraid of work. Don't be afraid of getting your hands dirty. And then also, don't worry too much about what you can't control. A lot of what we do is dictated by the weather, and weather is something that we just can't control right now. So a big part of my life that helps me with farming is my faith. And so I trust that God's got everything in his hands, and that, I'm just not going to worry about what it is that I can control. I know that he's in control of it all.
Well, that is awesome. It's really neat to interview you today, and I hope you have a great day. And thank you, Nick Miller, for joining us. Mr. White, do you have any questions?
I just have one quick one, and that is we talk with our students about all of the different types of jobs that they could have with each one of our interviews. And so I was wondering, do you have people on the farm, or do you take care of like maintenance and repair of all of the equipment, or do you have other people that come in that do that sort of work?
It's kind of a tag team effort. What's going on? All of us can kind of work on machinery. When it gets down to the real technical stuff, I have to usually step in and help out with that. But like general overall maintenance of machinery, we have several guys. There's 8 of us in the operation that are family. This is actually my grandfather's operation. I'm the 3rd generation of it. So there's 4 in my dad's generation and 4 in my generation that are here on the farm. And then we also have about 3 or 4 hired hands as well. So there's quite a few of us who actually come in and work on stuff. But yeah, no, everybody kind of has their own little job that they do when they come in here, has a certain role that they fill. But it's not uncommon for any of us to be able to pick up a wrench or a grease gun or something and be able to work on a piece of machinery.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for talking with us this morning.
Hey, no problem. I hope it was helpful. I know the rain on the barn roof was making things kind of hard to hear. I hope you guys could hear okay. And I do apologize for getting out and walking away from the truck. I was like, holy cow, I was trying to show some machinery. I was like, well, that didn't work out very well.
That's just fine.